Caroline, hello.
Hello.
Why are you here? What are you doing here anyway? It's all right. Though the video is on. Now, Caroline, you've applied for the position of Record Management Administrator. Tell me about your experience with this. We've gone over the job spec. Tell me about your experience.
Okay. In previous roles, mainly electronic databases, we've used, for example, the role that I'm in now, we have a database full of all of our applicants who wish to be on the register, and it's up to me to make sure that they're in the right section, so whether they're cancelled or rejected, suspended, whether they're active, which means that we can...
this is at West Country Housing, isn't it?
It is, yes, but in West Country Housing I work in the department called South West Homes, which was previously Home to Own, and it's the government agency that help first-time buyers to buy through government schemes. Right. So we have to hold a register of everybody that wishes to buy through one of the schemes. Right. But there are criteria, and if they don't meet the criteria, they go into rejected.
So how important is accuracy and attention to detail and getting it right in your role?
If they're not active on the register, they can't proceed with one of the schemes. So it is extremely important that we make sure that they are in the correct state. If we put through an applicant who didn't meet the criteria, for example, earned over the annual income that we allow, and they were then put onto one of these schemes and able to proceed and purchase a property, it would stop somebody who actually can't buy on the open market.
Although you've only been at West Country Housing Association since July, and you've gone in as its customer service team manager, I know you've got a young daughter.
A son.
A young son, okay. Yeah, shows how much I was listening really well. But the commute from Plympton to Torquay is really getting a little much.
It is,
and I know ideally you're looking for a role in Plymouth. And the job spec that we've gone through, you loved the sound of it, didn't you? Which is why I called you in, because I liked the look of your CV and the way, CV even, and the way you came across on the phone. So in terms of, Foot and Steve, for example, are looking for, under skills, knowledge and experience, they're looking for somebody that's got an understanding of all office software, in particular Outlook, Word and Excel. Would that be a yes for you?
It would be, yes. I've used Outlook in my role with The Number and also in my current role.
Great. An understanding of Windows-based programs?
We use Windows in my current role and the previous role as well.
Yeah, yeah. Working to a very high standard of accuracy. And is that, do you get measured on that as well?
We do. We have KPIs, which we call them promises, which we've made with the Homes and Communities Agency, which all home buy agencies have to have. And we send, or I compile the statistics every month to send on a spreadsheet to the Homes and Communities Agency to show them that yes, we have met our KPIs. And this is how, and it has all the numbers of applicants, withdrawals active, and how many people have also bought and completed on their property.
Okay. The ability to be proactive, organised and be able to prioritise. Can you give a small example of where you have to be proactive when it comes to managing records at the moment? Or in the past, because you've done it previously, of course, for ITV, haven't you?
Yes, that was an electronic database as well for customers with accounts for ITV Digital. And for example, we had to make sure that we were totally accurate or they would be billed incorrectly. And if, of course, money's such an emotional issue that if there was an discrepancy on their bill, they would ring up and then you'd have to deal with the irate customer. And the way that I always saw it was, if I do this wrong, my friend next to me could take that call from that irate person, and it just wasn't something that you'd want to happen. So we had to be totally accurate with that database and make sure that we memoed, what we call memoed, which is write that note on that account to say this is what we've done and this is why we've done it.
And I think the proactivity that they Foot and Steve talk about is usually your initiative, I guess, in being able to plan and foresee things, anticipate.
In my role at The Number, obviously I was there quite a long time, so I was able to sort of build my day around what I knew my tasks were. But every now and again, and you never knew when it would be, that the call centre manager could come out and say, we've got to work on this KPI, make a project. And for example, we had one where we wanted to encourage our customers to connect through to that number. And he came out to me and said, I need by, this was the Thursday morning, I need by 12 o'clock tomorrow a presentation from you with an idea of how we can boost our call connection rates. And it was a little bit scary because he then came to me half an hour later and said, actually no, I need it for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Right.
So I managed to sort of clear my diary, spent my day doing this presentation without my team suffering, delegating some work and also letting them know, look, this isn't happening today, we're going to do it tomorrow, and told them why. And I managed to turn the presentation around, and it was an ongoing incentive project that we ran for about 6 weeks.
Wonderful. We've gone through also the criteria for success that Fidansti spoke about. Now I know that be nice to hear it said again on video that you're more than happy to be part of a team. You're not looking to be a boss.
Not at all.
Straight off or anything. Even
as a team manager in the number where I am now, I work very much with my team anyway, rather than trying to be the boss. I like to try and work with them and help them as well, but not cross that line. But I'm more than happy to work within a team and be managed. And
two final points. The first is the salary that Fidansti are offering for this position is 13 to 14, and you're happy with that?
Completely happy, yes.
Great. And in just before I turn the video off, and I know you can't wait for me to turn the video off, what could Fidansti expect from you as a person and as a potential employee?
They can expect from me 100% commitment. I'm more than happy to go in and learn, train as much as as they want me to be trained, accuracy, and I will always work to ensure that whatever project I'm given, I will make sure it's done, finished and completed.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming on video.
Not at all.